Well, hello there, people. Welcome to a completely normal episode of JP Squared. Yes.
Nothing strange.
How are you guys doing?
Nothing strange going on here. I'm doing good, Jesse. How are you?
I'm doing fine, my brother. I talk like this now.
Oh, no. I was worried for a second that was permanent.
No, we cool, daddy-o.
No, please. What happened to you?
All right. I just lost some friends. So, what brings us here today?
What does? Well, first off, I'm sure you all noticed that awesome poster, guys. Did you see that? Did you notice?
Yeah.
You can't. I know you're having trouble turning your head, Jesse, but.
Well, I know. I don't know. This is probably ruining the illusion, but whatever. I know what it looks like because I've seen it.
Yeah, look at that. You want to know how you can get yourself one of those? You go to patreon.com/JPandBeyond, and then you donate a lot of money to us. They're not cheap. Go to Patreon and get yourself one. Okay. Jesse, I need your help on something.
Oh, well, I'm happy to help.
So you might have heard some of these before, but these guys haven't, and maybe together, you and them can help me out and figure out if I should be taking credit for some of these things.
So you thought of things, and then later on those things were made by other people?
Yes.
So you want me to decide if they stole it from you, or if it's just a coincidence? Got it.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Wait, did this really happen that many times where you have an entire video's worth of stuff to tell me?
In fact, it did. Yep. I'm a real influencer,
Okay.
guys. I'll take you back first to 5th grade, me. Young, handsome 5th grade Jonason. He just moved to Arizona. This is the first year I was in Arizona, guys. And you know what they were doing? They were doing state quarters at that time. Did you collect state quarters, Jesse?
Yeah, me and my brother both did. Yeah, we had like coin collections and
Yeah, the state quarter.
never finished ours.
Oh, well, figures.
So
I finished mine. But you know what else I did was in my classroom, they gave us a worksheet one day that was, hey, design the state quarter for Arizona. It hasn't come out yet. It's going to. And they're going to send these, is what they told us. I don't know if this is one of those teacher lies or if it was real. They're going to send it to the people that make the coins, and they're going to decide what it's going to look like. They're going to take our designs and make the actual coin. It sounds cool. 5th graders designing the state coin. That sounds real. So I drew what I knew about Arizona at that point, which I had just moved. I knew we had saguaros, the Grand Canyon, which I had visited, and it was amazing, and I knew that was something. So I drew sort of the Grand Canyon next to it. I had a lot of good design, an eye for design, I think. I put it, off to the side. And I knew we had sunlight, a lot of sunlight. So I put a huge sun, like with big old rays of sun. It looked like that. It looked like that.
oh, yeah,
That's pretty much what I drew in 5th grade.
that's Arizona. You nailed it. Yeah.
And then, nothing says Arizona like a saguaro at the Grand Canyon. And then they came out with the state quarter. I have them right here, Jesse. I dug them out. I found them because you know what the Arizona state quarter is, Jesse?
Don't tell me it's a saguaro cactus next to the Grand Canyon with the big hot sun in the sky.
Yes, it is. It's right there. Proof. Of course, I don't have my drawing because they sent it in. They sent it in to them and they got it.
So it sounds like yours just got picked then.
That's what it sounds like. It sure does.
Like, I mean, this one is, if that's true that they really did send them and they really looked at them and they really chose one to, then that's not them stealing. That's them choosing you as the winner. I don't know if they were supposed to
I don't either.
say, oh, this was, this design was designed by 5th grader.
I don't know if I was the only one to draw that.
But is it a coincidence? Well, I like the thought that was a Jonason Pauly design.
Aw, thanks.
And, yeah.
Me too. Did you get the Arizona quarter? Because that was one of the last ones.
I don't know whatever happened to that. I also collected stamps for a while and gave that book away. I don't know. What else did you make and then was made after you made it?
The year that I met you, Jesse.
Oh, wow.
I created a Coca-Cola commercial for a contest, a video contest for Coke. And I didn't have a YouTube at the time, but those videos were on this official Coke website. This video is on our channel now. It's way back. If you scroll all the way back, you'll find the last Coke was one where the Coke bottle fell out of the fridge. My cousin chased it down the street. Amazing idea. From a brilliant young mind.
I do remember this video because this was like the first thing the first day we ever like did anything together. You showed us your videos that you made, and I guess me and my brother were none too impressed, and we weren't shy to let you know.
I remember that.
Yep.
And I had to sign a bunch of stuff that said this belonged to Coke now. I didn't win that contest. Fast forward now, maybe half a year or a year later, and I'm watching TV, and I see a Coca-Cola commercial, and you know what happens in that Coca-Cola commercial, Jesse?
Don't tell me that the guy's Coke comes down the refrigerator and rolls away, and he chases it, and then he chases some other guy.
Yeah, exactly that. It rolls away. The Coke bottle rolls away, and this is a nice, professional commercial. They didn't play mine. It's rolling away, and they're chasing it, and I'm like, this is my commercial. And I sounded just like that because I was that old, the voice cracking age. And then I never saw that commercial again. I saw it one time. I promise I saw it. But then it disappeared. And you know what else? I can't find it on YouTube, so I also have no proof.
Oh, wow. That's like Big Fat Liar kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's I don't know about that one, man.
Part of the reason I like that movie. Big Fat Liar's a classic.
But you didn't go seeking revenge and trying to get him to admit that he stole your idea.
No, it's not like it was a huge, awesome idea either, so...
That's true. I mean, you said it only aired, or you only saw it once.
I only
For
saw
all we
it.
know, it just aired that one time, and then they pulled it.
So was that me?
okay.
Or was that a coincidence?
So, that one just seems too much like they stole it. So, I like the thought that they stole it. I mean, I don't like that, but I like it for the...
It's a better story.
It makes it a better story. Yeah.
Good.
Take it easy, man.
That's what I thought. You know this story, Jesse. Our very second episode of JP Squared, the live one, I mentioned running into John Lasseter. Remember that?
Of course. It's a classic.
I didn't mention what movie we were watching because it was a secret at that time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It was a preview of Frozen. It was the first ever public showing of Frozen, and it was mostly pencil drawings and not finished animation Frozen. And then at the end of the show, they gave out papers to everybody that said, what should we fix? Like, what did you like and not like about this movie, about Frozen? For all I know, is exactly the same. I don't think I've ever actually watched Frozen all the way through once it was finished.
That's funny.
Yeah. But I did watch enough because I figured, okay, I'm not going to write down ditch the dumb snowman.
The only frozen heart around here is yours.
Because I know they're not going to get rid of that character, right?
Right.
But they could fix one thing. Jesse, I don't know how well you remember Frozen, but the bad guy everybody thinks is the good guy until they find out he's the bad guy. And then the princess girl punches him in the face. Remember that part?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Her punching him.
Yeah, she punches him in the face. Because that's what strong princesses should do, is punch these bad men in the face. So all of the villagers then cheer. They're so happy that he got punched in the face. But I'm like, those villagers still think he's a good guy. So I wrote this down. Put one shot in the movie where the villagers see that he's a bad guy. And then they can cheer that he's punched in the face.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
And then they did. So Frozen was fixed. You're welcome.
What scene is it where they know he's bad?
It was the scene right before. It was like a little bit right before she punches him, and she sees him do the evil thing. I don't remember exactly what it was, but he...
The evil
he, was being evil and stuff. Like, right before that. The villagers are they're in the same place where they were later cheering. They're watching him be evil.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
The question is it a coincidence, or... Because we're not talking about stealing. We're just talking about, did they actually use your idea? Kind of like the quarter. And yeah, man, if they only asked that one room of people, and sounds like it's a good chance that was your contribution, and they just listened to your advice.
Good.
Wow. Well, thank you for that. I mean, I'm not a huge Frozen fan, but I know a lot of people are.
And it could have been a huge failure if the villagers
it's a
thought...
better movie because of you.
If the villagers thought that he was a good guy and then they cheered when he was punched, that would have been a terrible movie. It would have failed. Well, Jesse, there's one more. It's no secret that after the premiere of live-action Toy Story Online, quite a lot of live-action remakes of Disney movies started happening.
Yes.
So
This is true.
there's that. Did they see our movie and think, you know what, this is profitable? There's millions of people that will watch this.
I want to say yes so much. I mean, Alice in Wonderland came out before us.
That's true.
That's the only one.
There were other live action remakes.
Well,
there was,
I mean,
there was
sure, there was those
101
old
Dalmatians.
ones like in the 90s.
Yeah, there's older ones. 101 Dalmatians.
I mean, but
this wave when everybody
the new resurgence of
nobody knew what live action. We had to explain live action what that even meant.
Right. Like live action becoming like a household term. Yeah, started. Yeah, like after all that.
Right after
yeah.
that film. I'm gonna pause you before you decide and give you some more, present you with more evidence. Disney Plus comes out. They make more live action remakes like Lady and the Tramp. There's also a show on Disney Plus now called Pixar in Real Life. Now that has, of course, nothing to do with remaking the movie, but it's the same concept. They're doing pranks and they're short. They're like YouTube video length. Did those
YouTube style videos of live action Pixar things?
Yeah. Did they maybe see our stuff? Did Disney Plus people be inspired? Obviously, we've seen a lot of other kids do things on YouTube similar to ours, and I'm glad to see that. But Disney. Like, come on.
Well, I was just thinking again. Okay, yeah. So Alice in Wonderland, if you count that with all the, the newer live action Disney stuff, I was just thinking like, but that one, it's not even like a shot for shot remake of the, the first movie. It is like a sequel. So, in that, when you think about it, like after ours, right? So all the ones that came out after us, those ones were like, I haven't seen all of them, but I'm pretty sure they were a lot more like literally remaking the animated movie.
Some of them, you're right. Some of them aren't even like they'll say like it's a retelling, but some of them like Lion King, from what I understand, I didn't watch that one. They're exactly the same, like line for line.
It is a remake. I mean,
right.
So yeah, so maybe Alice in Wonderland doesn't even really count like as a remake of the cartoon.
I don't count it. They're not.
Now
it's
I'm starting
a new
to think.
story.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe we actually.
And I don't even think most of the ones that from Disney were in production when our movie came out.
Right.
Just a thing to think about. But there's one more thing. There's a show coming out. At least it's being written, but it's about, get this, teenagers who decide to remake their favorite classic movie shot for shot. Isn't that cool?
I've heard of this. Yes.
Yes. And the movie is The Goonies. They're not remaking an animated movie. They're remaking The Goonies. Now, this is the thing. There were these teenagers in the 80s who remade... I should grab it. It's right there on the shelf. The Raiders guys. These teenagers made Raiders of the Lost Ark remake in the 80s. So if the show takes place in the 80s, then we know that it's more like based on them.
So I wonder whose story they're gonna borrow from more, us or theirs.
Right.
Time will tell.
Right. I don't know. But you also like if they want to borrow from our story, they could just ask.
Yeah, right? Like I
think we could probably help write things.
I'm still confused. Is it a scripted show?
Yes.
It is.
Yes,
okay.
it is.
That's what I was first confused about. I was like, wait. So I thought it was like, wait.
There were actual kids who were going to do the Goonies.
Right. I thought like, oh, are these producers giving kids like, a budget or whatever and saying, here guys, remake Goonies and we're going to film you guys and document it, which I honestly feel like would be kind of a cooler show.
That would probably be a cooler show.
If it was real and then we all get to actually watch what they make.
Right.
Well, I mean, they probably that's the thing is like after the show.
Are they probably going to actually remake the Goonies during the making of the show?
Like you think
probably
they would have to, right?
They're setting up every scene, right?
Yeah.
They probably will, which is strange. Like that could be a product on its own. Yeah, interesting. But, I think your idea there could be a cooler show. Like they could set up. It could be a whole reality series of different groups of kids. You could get like 4 groups of kids and give them a small budget, and they could pick their own movies that they want to do and to remake or whatever. That'd be awesome. I would love to watch a reality show about that.
Maybe that's what we need to do. Maybe we're the ones who need to make that show.
Yes, that'd be awesome. That would be cool. Cutting a reality show, that sounds difficult.
Yeah. No, that was just random thoughts, but
don't steal it. you guys at Fox who are who are gonna do it, unless you let us participate.
Oh yeah, wait, I just said an idea that's gonna get stolen now. Well, that brings us full circle.